Hello everyone, what a pleasure it is to welcome you for an immersion into the vibrant world of Brandon Maxwell at New York Fashion Week, Spring-Summer 2025 edition. Stay tuned, because what you are about to discover in this show is unlike anything Maxwell has presented to us before. From the very first silhouettes parading through the Meatpacking District, an unprecedented atmosphere emerges. The staging is minimalist, almost raw, creating a perfect setting for the designer's new vision. Here, there are no unnecessary embellishments. The spotlight is on an aesthetic defined by clean lines and refined sensitivity. You will quickly notice that Maxwell has chosen to move away from his past exuberance to venture toward a style that is both elegantly understated and even bold. This collection truly marks a turning point. 10 years after his debut, he invites us to rediscover his DNA from a completely new perspective. What stands out immediately is the desire to explore minimalism without ever sacrificing sophistication. Observe the fine, form-fitting, and sensual knits that hug the body while hinting at a quiet strength. The transparent neoprene pantsuits introduce a subtle interplay between opacity and light, while the omnipresence of exposed midriffs gives the whole a decidedly modern and nonchalant look. One senses here the designer's intention to offer fashion liberated from conventions, where comfort blends with seduction. However, be careful. Behind each ruffled hem, a fleeting nod to previous collections, lies a deliberate choice, never to fall into ease or complacency. This deceptive detail blurs the lines and instills a delightful tension between apparent softness and stylistic rigor. Moreover, when observing certain pieces like the reimagined tank dresses or translucent skirts, one perceives the pursuit of a subtle balance between ease and sophistication. However, I must admit that certain passages spark debate. While the nonchalance claimed by Maxwell brings a welcome breath of fresh air to the runway, it sometimes borders on excess. Some pieces, particularly the pink dress with the plunging neckline, seem to lack the precision or rigor in tailoring that one would expect from the designer. This is where the gamble of minimalism can become risky. It requires absolute mastery to never tip into approximation. But what mastery of sportswear? Maxwell does not forget his American roots and here signs jackets inspired by Texan Barnes, with a relaxed twist that gives them all their character. The look is confident without effort, almost instinctive. Underneath it all, there is this discreet tribute to American culture that runs throughout his career. This fashion show also takes on a special dimension. It accompanies the launch of Free Assembly and Scoop NYC pop-up stores, two brands created by Maxwell for Walmart. This juxtaposition between exclusive haute couture and accessible ready-to-wear definitively underlines his growing influence on the industry. In conclusion, I would say that this collection is a bold gamble between minimalist renewal and stylistic continuity. The strengths? Its ability to surprise loyal followers while remaining true to its American roots. Its palpable desire to shake up conventions without ever denying femininity or elegance. The limitations? A minimalism that sometimes needs to be better mastered in order to avoid a few missteps on certain pieces. In any case, this show offers us a fascinating perspective on the evolution of a designer who has not finished astonishing us. And that is precisely what I love sharing with you. I would like to thank you warmly for following this review so attentively. If you enjoyed the analysis, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming insights, like this video, and share your impressions in the comments. I wish you an excellent viewing of the rest of the show. A little fashion nod before we part. Did you know that the pantsuit, now an essential in women's wardrobes, was considered an act of rebellion when it first appeared on runways in the 1960s? It just goes to show that fashion is always a story of audacity and emancipation. Thank you all. See you very soon for new stylistic adventures, and until then, stay inspired.